All right, I know this is going to sound crazy, but just hear me out, okay? Does anyone else feel like our kids are going to school for no reason? Seriously. The world is changing so rapidly, let alone the chaos that's happening every single day that everyone could just implode. But on a regular note, what are we preparing them for? Our education system is so outdated. Technology is moving so fast. AI is taking over way quicker than they anticipated. And our kids are still going to school learning what exactly to prepare them for what. Like, I'm literally sitting here thinking, how are my kids going to make money? Is like the workforce is like non-existent. Okay. Everyone needs a job, all this. Yes, people need to work, but what are people doing for work in like the next 10 years? What are our kids doing? And if it's a waste of time now, like, okay, elementary school, get the basics. You need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to count, blah, 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 right? All those things are great. But then what? They're going to go to junior high and learn fake history. And then they're going to go to high school and dink around and deal with bullies and chaos and possibly, shootings and all just crazy stuff. And then what? What are they going to do? I have a almost 11-year-old and a almost 5-year-old, okay? What are they going to do when it's their time to go out into the world and work? And every single job is being taken over. Every single creative job where people who are creative, who could align themselves with an area of work that people couldn't easily replicate, that's gone. Entry-level jobs, gone. Even like construction workers, they have like machines now that will just lay bricks and slap cement for them. Really, what are we doing? Are we going to end up with like a world where we get like a stipend for food and we all sit around on computer? Like, what are we going to do? And if it's a waste of time, and if this world is literally falling apart on top of that, I just want to spend time with my children and my family. That's all I'm saying. Because it just seems something's weird. It seems weird. I don't know. I don't know what they're preparing for.
The kids are dumb because you prioritize STEM over giving them a liberal arts education. The worst part didn't even fucking work. I don't even think it has to do with STEM in the first place. I think it has to do with the fact that it's easier to grade an analytical scantron versus a critical thinking essay. Standardized testing became so popular because it gives state education boards the ability to get more funding if their numbers are better. And unfortunately, school is no longer about if you understand the information, it's about if you can pass a test.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I feel like school is just like, it makes you better at school, but then like when you go to the real world and you're kind of screwed over. I feel like, well, that's my perception on it as somebody still in high school, you know what I'm saying? So it's really, I don't really know, but I'm really in the system right now because I'm in the education system that people are ranting about, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it teaches you to be good at school and not to actually like teach you to be ready to be an adult, you know what I'm saying?
Why we have so many kids on TikTok and comment sections who parrot each other. They can't use other words because they don't know how. It's why they can't debate a topic that they personally don't believe in as an abstraction, and then they get offended by everything because they literally never did that in school. There were no mediated conversations. That doesn't bode well with the education system. What are people doing? Taking their kids out of...
I feel like a lot of people, Rosal, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but a lot of people, they can't like debate. They're like, oh, what she said. And it's like, people get too emotional and they feel attacked when somebody disagrees with what you are trying to say, and nobody is open-minded to a discussion and trying to like change each other's mind or just gain a new perspective on a topic, you know what I'm saying?
School and giving them raw fucking milk, which I also don't think is the answer. Everyone is being failed all around. We need to bring back a liberal arts education because we didn't even win a STEM game. Truly believe if you have a liberal arts education, you are going to be in such a good place in the next 10 to 15 years because you will know how to form an opinion for yourself. You will know how to take point A and point B that are seemingly unrelated and put them together, because that is literally called critical analysis. I have had people in my videos say things like, these are two unrelated points. Why are you bringing them up? What the fuck are you talking about? That's the whole point of thinking. Form opinions. I'm scared for the future. Considering ChatGPT is going to be able to do most jobs that STEM taught people how to do, there's not really going to be a need for it.
Yeah, bro. ChatGPT is going to screw all of us over.
I am fully convinced that AI is going to start causing people to drop out of college. The lengths at which these professors are going to stop kids from using AI is absolutely absurd. I went into my freshman year of college as AI just started to barely get better. Now, AI is very, very good, and it has made my classes so much worse. I genuinely believe that AI is the exact reason why they started creating 250 concept smart books on McGraw-Hill, because even with AI, that shit is gonna take you an entire day. Like, I understand wanting your students to fully grasp a concept that you're teaching, right? But a 300 concept McGraw-Hill assignment is not teaching shit. You're teaching students to hate learning. You're teaching students that the only way I can get this done on time is if I cheat. And I've said this before, students are paying to learn. If they don't want to learn your shit, just let them not learn your shit. They're not going to get a job. They won't know how to get the job because they won't know what the fuck is going on. If they want the job, they'll pay attention, but they're still going to pay you no matter what. Why are you giving me busy work?
That's true. Like, oh yeah. Also, busy work, especially, that's useless. But it's like, now that I think about it, if someone's not doing work in your class, or like is cheating in your class, and they're kind of, or in college at least, then they're screwing themselves up, because you need that stuff to like to excel in the profession that they're trying to major in. You know what I'm saying? So then they're just screwing themselves over. So it's like, why should you even care? You're getting your money. You're doing your best to educate. It's not your like job to have grown adults try to accomplish what they're trying to do for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying?
You are not a gifted kid who burnt out. The amount of delusional comments I sincerely see on this app where people believe that they were some like prodigy child who just burnt out along.
Not gonna lie, bro, that's me, bro. Like, bro, when I was little, everyone used to glaze me. I was hecka smart, and then like I was in like first grade reading like middle school books. I thought I was a genius, and then nope, not anymore.
The way. You weren't. Your station in life is actually exactly where it was always going to be. Let me explain what happened here. In the 50s and 60s, they had slow classes and regular classes. And if you were in the slow class, you were slow. And if you were in the regular class, you were regular. And it worked for a while. But then what they realized is, hey, these slow kids don't feel very nice. This isn't very good for them. This is hurtful. What can we do to fix this? I have an idea. Let's move everybody up a tranche. The slow kids are now regular, and the regular kids are now gifted. And that's what they did. And it worked fine, except for the fact you then had a bunch of kids walking around who are sincerely very average people who think that they were some like prodigy. They were some like miracle child. I was reading at a 5th grade reading level when I was in 3rd grade. That means nothing. You are a regular kid. And now you have all these adults, and you know that they're regular by the fact that they even believe this hocus pocus nonsense, that think like sincerely, oh, I was so gifted, and then somewhere along the way I just lost my flame. No, you were always regular. You were a child. People were praising you because you were a child. You were a 6-year-old child. And now at 27, how you don't recognize that and you still seem to believe that you just like lost your spark along the way speaks to how truly delusional and average you always were. I'm so sorry. You are not a gifted kid.
Not gonna lie. I mean, bro, so I knew that I wasn't really that special, but you know, it kind of sucked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if everybody was thinking like this, then I'm really not special. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like a teeny bit special. But let me know if you guys experienced this when you guys were growing up too.
The GPA system grades you on your suffering. You can have one semester where your family's kind of homeless, you have to work 2 jobs,
and you just got cheated on.
But it won't matter. That GPA will stay going down. It doesn't matter how much life is whooping your ass. Your GPA
will never account for that.
Like, it doesn't measure your intelligence at all it measured was how many assignments you could turn in while your life was collapsing around you. Depressed? Family problems? No stability? That's crazy.
Here's a 1.0 GPA.
Take it on the chin. Like, you'll look at that GPA after surviving a war, and it will destroy your motivation. Because you're not stupid, but that GPA will make you feel like you are. And even if it doesn't, all it does is remind you of that one time when all of life's joys decided to take a couple months off. And a couple months is
If you're lucky.
and now all that motivation you had before is just gone, vanished with the wind. Like, it truly doesn't measure intelligence, just all the chaos in your life. But that doesn't matter to the GPA, and a bad GPA
Can screw your entire life up.
I got a pretty chaotic life myself sometimes, so I just said screw it and started using Quizzard. I mean, sometimes life gets so hectic.
Hi, bro, sad. But not gonna lie, like, I mean, GPA is so important. Like, I hate it. Oh my god, why is it so dark? Let me make it a little brighter. But like, a GPA is so important, and it's stupid because it's like it's based off of just turning in homework, classwork, yada yada yada. And like, obviously, you need to be doing that. It's a class, but then again, that's not like that doesn't determine your intelligence if you're not good in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different aspects, and I feel like that just doesn't track what like it should be tracking well. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought process on it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about all the topics in the video being talked about. If you guys disagree, yada yada yada, don't attack me, because you know I'm not really saying nothing crazy. I'm just giving my little opinions. But let me know what you guys think about the topics. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys all have a great day. Peace out.